Noise, dust, stench. Life in many Indian cities can be strenuous. A haven in the midst of the chaos. That's the promise of gated communities like the Tana housing complex in the north of Bombay. There you'll find tennis courts, swimming pools and green lawns instead of bustling traffic. Amol Deshpande owns an apartment in Tana and is proud of what he can give his children. There are very few playgrounds like this one in Bombay.
Here you get plenty of open spaces, things which we missed in our childhood, like a school within the gated community, so that you don't have to drive, you don't have to take a public vehicle, you don't have to ride the train. You can just walk down to your school and come back.
Yeah. Real estate developers, Hiranandani, say they advertise dreams, not apartments. Dreams of an ideal life free of chaos and poverty. Security staff ensure that residents are disturbed as little as possible. The high-rises bear names like Waldorf or Broadway, and apartment buyers expect Western standards. The concept has proved successful. Hiranandani is currently planning more projects in other Indian cities.
We are unique in the vision that we bring to bear on the projects that we do. We are not simply a company that builds a building and walks away. We build a whole township.
Come on that site.
Private hospitals and schools, water and electricity. For those who can afford it, Hiranandani provides all the services that should be supplied by the state.
The city is creaking, the city's infrastructure. And a lot of the local governments in India don't necessarily have the financing to be able to, get that last little bit of cable or pipe into the home to deliver the services. And so really, it's a partnership.
And of course, life in a gated community also includes luxury. Rania, a housemaid, serves snacks to the Zaveri family. She works for several families in the building. Dr. Dilip Zaveri believes the middle class has a right to isolate itself from the general population. He sees no reason to endure the water and power cuts suffered by those living outside the complex.
Happiness has a price. And though the price is money, but money is, after all, what you have struggled for, what you have sweated for. And if after a day's hard work, if I can't get a cold shower, if I can't have a little bit of perfume, if I can't have a little bit of music, what's the point?
But that's a distant dream for the housemaid Rania. She lives in a slum outside the gated community, like the majority of Bombay's population. Here, up to 1,000 people share one toilet. Rania and her mother share a small room without furniture, but they do have running water, and there's usually electricity. Rania cannot save enough money for a better apartment. She tells us she earns 2,500 rupees a month, which is about 38 euros. 1,000 of that pays the rent, and the rest they use to live on. The slum dwellers provide cheap labour for the gated communities. The people who live there divide their lives between outside and inside. Those who don't have to leave the complex to work stay inside. After all, they can get everything they need there.
All our needs are satisfied in this township, but for what you call recreation and meeting people and relatives, we definitely feel like going out once. Once a week or? No, once in a month, I guess. Once in a month.
There will be an instance where my son will have to go out, maybe for work, maybe for higher education, and he's right now insulated from all these things. He doesn't have to go out right now for anything else.
Soft zone.
So it's kind of a comfort zone for us, but in a way, trying to give this to ourselves and to our next generation what we didn't get before.
Their son Nirmit won't face the harsh reality of life outside the gated community for some years. His father Amol hopes that the world outside will have further developed by then. But it's likely to be a considerable time before outside is as quiet as here inside.